Hi everybody! Welcome to the third episode of this series Moving Abroad. I'm Rita and today it's all about you. In this third phase, it's important that you make some questions about what are your goals and what are the things that you want to do. For instance, you can ask to yourself what is important for you in life. Why are you living abroad? Where are you? What are you looking for? And what are your expectations? So it's important that you and your family has another solution if your problem starts to be really big, like a lack of adaptation from your kids or from yourself, and the other questions that we are talking about in this episode. Usually when you go to a new place and you are very excited about it, you only see the good things about it, but now these times are kind of melting away. You are start to realize not just the good things, the bad things too, and it's important for you to evaluate if this is exactly what you want and if these, in a way, expectations that you have about this place are the real ones. So if you are having real expectations or if you just want something that is not existing. Sometimes when you start to see the real reality of the place, it can lead you to more anxiety or even depression. But it's important for you to, even in those times, you stay positive and you search for help if you need to just go ahead to certain things that can happen to you during your adaptation, you or in your family. So if you start to feel a little bit more down, if you feel a little bit more depressed, if you feel that your anxiety is raising, search for help, search for a professional help. Be aware if your kids are doing okay or if they need to talk about it or even if they need to have this professional help that can give some ideas about how going through all this process. Another thing that it's important, it's be aware that it's you and your family that has to be adapted to the place, to the new place, and not the other way around. So it's important that you teach your kids and that you give this idea to your kids that in a way it's just like when you are invited to somebody's house, you have to rule by the own rules of the house and the rules of the owners of the house. So behave and try to be the more respectful and the more aware of the different cultures that both of you have. All the technology that we have nowadays make all the difference in the communication and the social interaction that we have. We have instant connections and we have no limitations for information. We have much more careers, much more tools, much more understanding, much more clearly abilities and mental flexibility. For you to understand better this phase of adaptation, it's something that it's already a cliche, but it's really true. You really need to get out of your comfort zone. And how you do this? Well, you have to just do new things for a long time. And this can cause you some anxiety, but you can always think of the positive side of this and think about all the good things that this leaving your comfort zone is doing for you. Another thing you have to think is that this is a process. So adaptation is not something that in 3 months, okay, I'm totally adapt. This doesn't happen. So adaptation is a step-by-step process, and you have to prepare yourself. And you are preparing during all of these little steps and baby steps that you are doing every day. You are preparing yourself, and you can do it before you go to the new place. You can start to just choose another way to go home. You can change things at your place every 6 months. You can be positive about changes and help your family to do it too. So if you want to prepare yourself, start right now the process of changing and the process of doing things in a different way. Then you will be much more adept when the big change will come. In the adaptation process, you don't have immediately a prize or a reward. You are incorporate little by little the idea, and you are trying to reduce frustration. You shouldn't give up, because this is a process, and the adaptation, it's not easy most of the times. You have ups and downs all over the way, and this is normal. In the end, you are in a new place, and it's possible that you don't feel comfortable, you don't feel really at home, but at least you can really try. This new reality is bringing you new learning skills and new opportunities, new feelings, and you can have all of this positiveness from these things and try to incorporate in yourself. Some tips that I can give you to a better adaptation process is, for instance, find a way to have some stuff that makes you and your family remember of your other place where you used to live. It can be objects, or it can be other kind of things that or routines with your family that are important, and something that you can do together, that it's not just because you are in a new place that you can do it. It can be a piece of something that you had in the previous house, for instance. You can be involved, or you should be involved with all things about your family. So be prepared to be with them, and be prepared to really be involved in everything, in all the everything in life, particularly in this beginning. Work for your goals, particularly the possible ones. Be aware if you are not thinking about goals that they are not really reachable. Keep the balance of all things, particularly the basic ones. Try to be calm and be balanced and be flexible, and keep routines for you and your family. Live your feelings, but don't let them make you down. So it's important for you to leave all the bad feelings that you have, and talk about it, and have the chance to express yourself, but let it go as soon as possible. So resilience is the big word for this episode, is what you need for your adaptation process be successful. We need that time to build a connection with the place and the situations that we are living. In that way, the change, if we can create a resilient life for our own, we can feel less anxiety and more safety and security about the future. So this is important for you to just feel that you have control about your life, and that you are totally adapt to this new reality. And it's important for you to help your family to do it so. So that's all for today, guys. I hope you like it. I hope you share with a friend. I hope you subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time for the last episode of this series, Moving Abroad. So see you then. Bye.